All right, y'all, welcome back to another one. So before we get going, I just want to remind everybody, we still have apparel. You guys get Coon Creek t-shirts and hoodies available at Hoosier. That link will be down below. We still have a few left. And you can also get the fur handling package. We're doing the fur handling package again that we did last year. So if you want to do some fur handling or home tanning or anything, check out that link below too. It's all great products that I put together, you know, for a good quality fur handling package. All right, so a couple weeks ago, we had quite the cold snap here. Not uncommon for what we get. We get large cold snaps, and then like today, it's sunny and, you know, 30 degrees. But anyway, we had a pretty good cold snap, froze the ground right down, made it to where I could actually get around with my pickup truck, run around, do a lot of trapping, you know, easy. I wasn't walking through mud or anything like that. So we deal with this a lot. Every winter we'll get these big cycles and the ground will freeze up, and it really, to me, it turns into a different set of tools altogether how I operate, right? So anyway, I wanted to share with you guys something that I've been using now. I used it, this is my first year doing it. You guys really seem to enjoy the trapping tools, so been really pleased with my shovel here. If you guys are interested in this, I have actually 2 videos on this shovel. One where I talk about it, and then another one where I modify it again a little bit. So anyway, I've been using that thing a lot. Very happy with that. You guys check those videos out as well. But anyway, so we're talking frozen ground, right? And whenever I say frozen ground, generally around here we'll end up with, I don't know, anywhere from like 3 to 8 inches of frozen down ground, and it'll usually come right after a rain. So it's rock hard, it's concrete, and then generally that stays around for, you know, a week or 2, and then it thaws out. But it's a real pain to deal with if you're not set up right. Over the years, I've just learned kind of different ways that I can punch through it. So whenever we get real hard frozen ground, I generally bust out my gas drill here, really get with it. So a lot of these tools are bigger, beefier tools designed for that frozen ground, and it's not so bad because normally I can run out of my pickup truck, you know, whenever we have that frozen ground. If you guys want it, I've got video on my drill setup too, if you guys are interested. The bits and the drills and everything I use whenever the ground gets real frozen. So over the summer, I was in the hardware store and I came across a new tool, and I thought it would be awesome for frozen ground. You know, a lot of times with frozen ground, it's a pain to dig a trap bed, and generally I will dig a trap bed if I'm not running a hay set whenever the ground freezes. Those are kind of my 2 sets that I run. I'll still run a step down dirt hole, and then I do run a lot of hay sets once the ground freezes. So this is a Axmatic or a Pulaski axe, and I've stared at them, you know, several times over the years, and last year we had a real good run of cold weather, and I was always on the lookout for something a little bit better. So I picked up one of these Pulaski axes. I will leave a link below. It's an Amazon link if you want to check out this axe. So anyway, whenever we had this last cold snap, I got it out, and I used it. I put in probably somewhere around 40 or 50 sets with this thing, and I was very happy. So I'm gonna make a set for you here real quick, but I'll show you in case you've never seen a Pulaski axe. Basically, it is an axe head and then a mattox all tied into one. So essentially what I was able to do with this tool is I was able to get rid of all my other set making tools in the frozen ground, being, you know, this is my big digging hammer here. But it was really nice because generally whenever we have our frozen ground, I just drive up to the set location. I work just right out of the back of my truck, and then I drive on. So having big bulky tools isn't really a hindrance to me in that situation. And you know, this thing really made a huge difference in busting through that frozen ground. We had roughly 6 inches of frozen ground through this cold snap, and if any of you guys have ever tried to dig through frozen ground and make kind of a step down set, sometimes it's very difficult to get those hard edges that you want on that step down set because the ground just breaks out in big chunks. But by having this axe head on it, I was able to cut down through and then use the mattox part of this thing to dig that out. And then I got to where I was even driving. I was driving my stakes with the side of this thing. You can see it's all beat up on the side where I was driving my stakes. So I basically showed up to the set, and I'll show you here. I basically showed up to the set. I pulled this thing out, my wax dirt, and my drill, and that was it. I was in and out. It really sped up my efficiency. So anyway, I'll make a set for you here real quick. I also added one little feature to it. I'll show you here in a minute. Kind of a cool little customization that actually worked really, really well. So this is real similar to how I would set in the field. Obviously we don't have frozen ground right now, but I still want to get this video out to you guys in case you want to maybe check this tool out, you know, if you guys get a big cold snap. So anyway, pull up to the set location. Like I said, generally I pull right up in my pickup truck. I've got a trap set right there. I'll drop my tailgate, but it's really nice with this Pulaski or Axmatic. I could just come right here and I could just decide right about where I wanted my set location, and then I would just take and I would run through on each side roughly the width of the trap, and I would use that Maddox to chop out a trap bed. And then you can see, I mean, you could do a trap bed in a hurry, and by using that axe, man, I mean, you got some really, really straight sides. So throw that sucker down right there. You got your trap bed. I'd grab the big gas drill here. Dig the hole for my trap. Kind of clean that sucker out just a little bit. Okay, now we grab our trap, our stake driver. By the way, a lot of you guys been asking, this is the hammer down drivers. Michael Newshouse makes them. I put a Facebook link down below. So anyway, run around, drive that. Oh, I got to where I was actually using this thing to drive the stake. So drive that down, set. I'd set this trap. Duke 650, hands down my favorite canine trap. Bring that trap down to night latch. Running wax dirt in the winter, so I'd put some wax dirt down in the hole there. Take that trap, bed that trap right down in that hole. And then I'd take wax dirt, cover it up, and then generally speaking, you know, maybe a little backing here with the frozen ground, maybe a little something here, doesn't really matter, and you're done, right? Like, that is how quick you can punch a set in with this system. I mean, I'm in and out in just a couple minutes, right? And then one thing I did add, I'll show you guys here. So you can see on this tool, I actually took the bottom of the axe part, I took a grinder, cut in a little notch there. So I've got a regular stake puller or, you know, whatever, but it was nice just having an all-in-one tool. All right, so whenever it came time to pull the sets, you know, take this, snap that trap, and then by having that little notch in there, what I was able to do was actually put that around my retriever cable, because I run fin super stakes with the retrieval cable. I could set that right over top the hole, put that Maddox part on the edge of the hole, and just simply leverage out that anchor. Comes out just that easy. So this thing worked just awesome for, you know, running out of a truck. Obviously it's a little big for if you're walking in or something, but man, if you're running out of a side-by-side or a pickup truck or something like that, man, this thing here it's pretty dang nifty. And like I said, I'm always about trying different tools. So anyway, here you go, y'all, my new all-in-one coyote trapping tool. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, very impressed with it. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today. Just wanted to come on here, show you guys my new all-in-one coyote trapping tool. Be sure to check the links down below. A lot of good stuff in those links. You know, we've got merchandise, we've got the fur handling package, I got my cable anchors, we've got the beaver drowners, so a lot of cool things. Check out those links down below. But anyway, just wanted to come on here and show you guys my new all-in-one coyote trapping tool. Very happy with it, very happy with it. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. I tell you, it does way more than what you guys can imagine. Anyway, I'm getting out of here, going back to trapping, y'all. Just want to come in here and let you guys know what I got. All right, as always, appreciate the view. We'll see you on the next one.